Joe. I'm 28. I'm from the UK, from London. My intentions coming here were more about personal, emotional and psychological healing than spiritual seeking. I've battled with depression for many years. I've been trying to sort of effect a career change and had a bit of trouble motivating myself, trouble with creative motivation, didn't feel like I knew where my life was going, didn't know who I was, just generally unhappy and unhealthy, lots of addictions, felt kind of empty and emotionally dead. And it's been just a profound transformation. I feel like a different person. I feel like I've been just completely transformed, you know, like my brain's been rewired. You know, I'm still me, I'm still all the things that were important, that make me who I am, I've hung on to, but I've just had all the nonsense shaken out of me. You know, I feel like the depression's gone, it feels permanent, never coming back. I've got a very clear sense of who I am, what my purpose and my path in life is. I feel just endless motivation and sense of direction. I feel like all the limitations that I thought I had, I've just brushed them aside. They're not going to hold me back anymore. And you know, I've got a new appreciation for the people in my life, a new sense of just joy and gratitude at being alive, a new stronger respect and admiration for women in general, for the natural world, a better understanding of my place as a part of nature, and just generally feel more happy and confident than I have in a very long time. So it's been very, very good. For me, it hasn't been a lot about visions, and I haven't really seen a lot. It was all thoughts and insights. You know, it felt like I was being pushed through a thought process, and just thinking very deeply about my life and my past and myself and the ways that I think about things, you know. Even from the very first night, the very first hour, it was like, here's some perspective, you know. The things that you were worried about, you know, aren't that important. The questions that I had, they didn't get answered, but I just realised that they didn't need asking, you know. And it's not a magic bullet, you know. It's been tough, it's been hard work, you've got to work at it, and a lot of, you know, the preparation's important. I found, you know, my writing, my meditation, the work I'd already done in therapy was really helpful, and writing the diary and talking to other people has been really helpful as well. People in our group have been really supportive and helpful, you know, the people who've had experience with this before and could help guide me through the process, and also people who are in the same boat as me and were just completely, you know, facing the same difficulties. And it's just been a process of introspection and reflection, and sometimes it's been very difficult facing up to parts of myself that I really didn't want to look at, but I realised that often the most difficult experiences are the most valuable, the most important, where the deepest healing is being done. You know, I came here as a rationalist and a scientist, and I still am. I'm willing to admit that there's stuff going on here that I don't understand, but I realise that it doesn't actually matter what I think about it, that the medicine's going to do its work anyway, you know. This is just a unique place. The Shipibo healers are inspirational people. I feel like I've learnt a huge amount from them, just from their example, especially the maestras, the female healers, how hard they work, their dedication, their compassion, their good humour. The foreign staff as well, the Western facilitators and staff have been great. You know, it's very easy to sniff from outside and say, oh, well, if it's run by gringos, it must not be authentic. But you need them, you need their support, because they can communicate with us as Westerners in a way that the Shipibo healers can't. Not just because they speak English, but because they understand our culture, they understand our problems, they understand our needs and our healing process, and they know how to guide us through it. They're very experienced and professional, and you know, their support has been a very important part of the process. The Temple of the Way of Light is just a unique place that gives you the space and the support to work on your own personal healing process. For me, being here has been a complete root and branch transformation. It's been a turnaround in my life, my way of thinking about things, my behaviour patterns. I've got everything I came for and more than I could have imagined, and I'm just immensely grateful for what I've been helped to achieve here.